This is FC25.
Stop! Why did you just buy the same game that gives you mental breakdowns every single year?
Whenever the new FIFA came out, I always told my friends I'd stay up all night and play until I got an icon. But I had parents, and they never let me do that, and so I never got the chance. I'm 21 now, so I could finally create the gaming room of my childhood dreams and play only FIFA for the next 3 days. My one goal is to find out what's the best team you can possibly make in 72 hours, and is it possible to get an icon in just 3 days of playing the game? In previous years, an icon after 3 days would be unheard of, but this year, it might be possible. At least, I think it might be possible. All to answer the annual question, is the new FIFA actually good? We've got 72 hours, so let's get started. This is my starter team. It may not look like much now, but believe me, in 72 hours, this will be a super team. All while following 2 simple rules. Rule number 1, I cannot leave this room under any circumstances, no matter how much I lose my mind. Unless it's for the toilet. I am not holding it in for 3 days. Rule number 2, no money can be spent at any time. If I load up so much as 1 FIFA point, I fail. Today is Wednesday. Rivals rewards are tomorrow morning, which will be essential for us to get a better team and an icon. So my goal today is simple. Play as many Rivals games as I possibly can and see how far I can climb the divisions. My curtains are only like this for dramatic effect. I'm not a vampire, I promise. I went to my first game severely underprepared. This guy is weak, but so am I. My first opponent cannot be over the age of 6. And luckily, Vardy had clearly been on the Red Bulls before the game. He absolutely decimated this poor guy with 0 remorse. You guys know how Division 10 goes. Vardy hit the mannequin challenge like it's 2016, and we made our first purchase. Welcome to the squad, Mateus Nunes. He's fast, he's quick, and he's rapid. I like pace, okay? That's why I bought him. And by hour 3, we achieved our first promotion. Hey, I'm in Division 9! My target by the end of the day was Division 5, which with a team that looks like this, a coin balance that looks like this, and a haircut that looks like this, is no easy feat. I don't know why I said that last one. That is in no way relevant. Getting to 5 is essential because the coins and packs it gets us keep us on track for an icon by the end. Right now, an icon costs 115,000 coins, so that is going to require a tremendous amount of playing. I think I'm going to need a therapist on standby. Hour 5, I reached Division 8, but my opponents were already becoming a lot stronger than me. Unlucky for him, he's facing Jamie Ball. What's Jamie Ball, you ask? Well, let me tell you. We play full throttle attack, never respect the opposition. We always do a fun celebration when we score. I don't even know what this one is. And we never play 5 at the back. And what does this all equal? Lots of goals! Progressing through the lower divisions is just so much fun. I've been playing for nearly 6 hours now, and I'm honestly loving the game so far. I was also loving Nunes, so I evolved him up. My hope is that I can boost his stats up high enough so I can eventually take him into Fut Champs. Not to be dramatic, but I would die for Mateus Nunes. I named the team Road to Icon, but if I don't get one, it will be extremely embarrassing. I spent hour 7 completing some objectives and starter SBCs, packed this person untradeable, I mean she's 88 rated, we made some more upgrades, welcome to the team Nathan Ake, gets chemistry for Nunes, and I love his long hair. It is preferential, okay? That hairstyle, it makes him better, trust me. We're 7 hours in with no money spent, and the team is looking good. This is a little room tour of the FIFA cave. Yep, that's what I'm calling it. The mini fridge is stacked with energy drinks and food, so there's no going hungry or uncaffeinated. Not sure if that's a word. Shirts, posters, bed sheets. Yes, I'm 21 years old, don't judge. I ordered a football pitch carpet thinking it was spread across the entire room. I was gravely mistaken by that. And the setup. You're probably wondering how close we are to our icon. Well, we are. Oh man, we got a lot of playing to do. Hour 8, I made it into Division 6, but this time around, things got off to a pretty rough start. The team recorded their first ever loss. Honestly, if we kept winning at the rate we started, it probably would have gone to my ego, so this is a good thing. Now at 10, Nunez evolved again.
What a god! Oh, I think my pants just fell off.
By dinner time, our team was still pretty weak, but we'd made enough progress so that Division 5 was still on the cards. Hour 11, my mum knocked on my door to deliver me my Nando's I ordered for dinner. When I was a kid, I always wanted to order a takeaway, eat it in my room, and just stay up late playing FIFA. Now I can do it. Got Nando's and Villa v Bayern and FIFA in the FIFA cave. Yes, I'm still calling it that. I'm hoping it's going to catch on. First impressions of FC25. I'm liking it more than I thought I would. You know what's funny? I stopped playing Ultimate Team at FIFA 22 when people were calling that game the worst FIFA of all time. But now I'm seeing all these TikToks of people reminiscing of how much fun that game was. I just think it's pretty crazy of how well FIFA games tend to age. I still had a way to go before I reached Division 5, so I feasted whilst preparing for a long night of FIFA ahead. After dinner is when I guess all the FIFA nerds who stole their mum's credit cards crawl out from under their rocks. I'd just like to make a personal apology to my eyes. You can't see it here, but they are concerningly red. And even though I was tantalizingly close to reaching Division 5, I started to lose a lot. This was really bad because losing sets your progress bar back one, so I was stuck in this position for hours. It is 1:45 in the morning. My entire house is now asleep. I have played 51 games of Division Rivals, and I'm still not in Division 5. Rewards are in 7 hours, so I have no choice but to be in this for the long haul. I made it to Division 5. Let's go. Division 5 rewards are amazing this year in FC25. There's not only some great packs and coins to help us out, but also a little player pick. One of 2 84 plus rated golds. Could be something big. Let's have a look. What? Well then, welcome to the squad. Neymar. Unfortunately, our packs were nothing special. I got trolled by a fake Haaland, got nothing in the others, and put everything I could on the transfer market. And once everything was sold on hour 30, I had 54,000 coins in the bank. Wait, does anyone hear that? Sounds like a
New team alert! It is the new and improved squad. The glow up is tremendous. The ugly duckling has truly become
the swan. Bono is in goal now. Gusto, Koulibaly, Ake, and Cancelo all at the back line. Kante is in the squad because he looked beastly this year. And he's of course next to Nunez, the best player in the team, best player in the world, best player of all time. Of course Neymar is at cam. And then the front three, Martinelli, Jota, and Diaby. So much pace. Gonna be a lot of goals. I'm lining my team up in a 4-2-1-3. Essentially, it's exactly how it looks here, except Neymar has kind of a free role. But it looks great, and I'm gonna need it to be so. Fut Champs. The most intense experience a FIFA player can go through. Everyone battling it out for the best rewards in the game. And it starts tomorrow. To qualify, I need to play in today's Fut Champs Qualification tournament, where I need to win 3 out of 5 games against opponents way tougher than I was facing yesterday. We are still a very far way away from affording an icon, so Fut Champs tomorrow will be the difference. So if I haven't qualified by the end of the day, then it's game over.
Well, just the sort of weather the fans were hoping for this evening. It's absolutely ideal.
This first guy poses a threat to us for sure. Oh man. But I bought Martinelli for his pace, and he has a lot of it. Koulibaly and Ake are new to defending with each other, so I can excuse this poor defending for now. But this team is performing well. Yes, that's a lucky goal. No, I'm not apologising. And we walked away with a very crucial dub in Game 1.
That's the win.
1 win down, 2 to go. Let's just cut to the chase. Neymar is the best player in this team, and I already love him to pieces. He scored, and scored again, and then did this.
Yes! Let's go, Neymar!
What was in your water this morning, Neymar? You get the idea. We smashed our second opponent 6-1, lost to the third guy 3-2. That was a bit of a bummer, but it doesn't matter. We need 1 win from our last 2 games, and even though we're outmatched, Martinelli is making a real habit of scoring clutch goals.
A goal in the early stages, precisely.
You know what? Screw it. We're renaming him to Mr. Clutch. He's earned it. Nunez has been here since the very start, and I couldn't be more proud of him, to be honest. Look at this goal right here. That's my CDM doing that. CDMs don't do that. I'm learning a lot about my team playing these qualifying games, and the defense is most definitely the Achilles heel. Most of my games are just me and my opponent going back and forth on each other, scoring goals until the final whistle. And in my 4th game, I was 4-3 up, a minute away from qualifying.
Oh, again, Ake. What a tackle. Yes, Ake. Let's go. Let's go, Ake.
Fut Champs Qualification secured.
Oh, that was tough at the end. We are in for Fut Champs tomorrow, and I will be there no matter what.
I've just realised I haven't actually thought about which icon I want to get yet. Any of these really would have been a childhood dream. Rush is the cheapest one right now. Lineker is the only Tottenham icon, I believe. He is a little bit more expensive, but that would be a sick one. With 60,000 coins in the bank, progress to the icon was good. I got Ferdinand on a 10-game loan, evolved Koulibaly, and strengthened the defense even more by replacing Bono with Edison. He's got the longest kick in the game. I have fast wingers. Sean Dyche would be proud. I've now played 66 games since the start of the challenge. I physically cannot get my hands out of this position. I'm worried this is just how it's gonna be forever now. Hour 37, it was time for dinner. I must say, I'm still having fun with FC25. Most of that is due to the fact I'm now emotionally attached to every single member of my team. I will be so sad when I have to say goodbye to them. Gameplay is not the best this year in my opinion. I always say FIFA 14 had the best gameplay, but if I'm being honest, I distinctly remember people having the exact same problems with it back then. Fut Champions. 15 matches against the most competitive of opposition. Wait, hang on. 15? When I played Fut Champs in FIFA 17, it was 40 games. Now it's less than half that? Game's gone. Game's gone. To afford an icon, we need at least 50,000 coins from Fut Champs today. That would require us to get at least 8 wins. Considering the level of opposition we're about to face, and the fact that I can now hear Derek Ray's commentary voice in my sleep, this is going to be our toughest challenge yet. I think lots of energy drinks today are going to be very necessary. EA really threw us to the dogs with this first opponent. His team is stronger than mine, and Edison's debut did not get off to the best of starts. This game was like the year 7s on their first day of school versus the year 11s, and yet we lost 4-2. Right, not the start we were looking for. Jota's dribbling is kind of his secret superpower. None of the defenders he faces expect him to just breeze past, but he does every time. My opponent fought back, credit to him, that's a nice goal from De Bruyne. But Jota will be Jota, and Mr. Clutch does what he does best.
Yes, Martinelli! Yes!
We won our second game 3-2, and we are now off the mark.
That was a good win.
I played on, and long story short, Nunes is the greatest footballer of all time.
Yes, Nunes!
He caused a rage quit in game 3, and look at this through ball he played in game 4. De Bruyne could never. Actually, he could. He literally did this exact pass IRL a few seasons ago. We won 3 games on the bounce. I could feel the confidence growing in the team. But if this challenge has taught me anything, it's that FIFA will never let you stay happy. In game 5, Cole Palmer of all people went and did this. No way.
Another one. 2 goals in quick succession.
We lost 2-0. We were 3-2 with 10 games to go. We were on track for 8 wins and the icon was in our sights. Fut Champs is tough, but this squad makes me feel like I'm a champion. We have 10 left to play, but Ferdinand only has 5 more games. So these next 5 games are super important to win as many as we can, because once he's gone, we're gonna fall off like crazy. Game 6 started and I immediately soiled myself when my opponent's team was revealed.
How have you got Haaland?
This is going to be a battle, but Diaby showed he was a lot more than raw pace with this absolute gem of a pass. My opponent must have taken that personally because his Jota equalised in the second half, and by full time the score was 1-1. This was the first time our team had ever gone into extra time. They lack experience in these sort of situations, but we had a man advantage going in. And Jota may be the greatest striker of all time.
Yes! Wonder goal!
Our opponent rage quit and we went out 4 wins. But the games only became harder. Like, it's week 1! How do you have this team? To nobody's surprise, this guy absolutely overpowered me in game 7 and we held a big loss. Luckily, my team bounced back and won game 8. But game 9, we faced yet another back 5. This has got to be one of the worst trends I think I've seen in all my years playing this game. No. That's so lucky! Oh! Normally this would be the point where I would go on a 10-game losing streak, put my controller through my monitor and say, I'm never playing FIFA again, then playing it the next day.
Oh, I can't stand 5 at the back.
But this time, I literally have no choice but to keep on playing, and my next opponent's team is... nothing? What? Where is his team? Jota played a beautiful 1-2 of the post and then scored. He's so good. Ferdinand is still rock solid, and so am I watching his defending. Jota scored yet again. Oh, go in. Let's go in! Yes! And just like that, we had 6 wins with 5 games to go. I've now played 78 games of FIFA in under 3 days. My brain is fried. The team was in a strong position with 5 left to play. All we had to do was win 2 of them. Ferdinand's glorious loan had sadly come to an end. Ake came back into the squad and I embarked on game 11. All of a sudden, things got really intense. I historically always seem to bottle it towards the end of Fut Champs. Can't think of why that may be. I need 2 more wins, and this is the hardest team I've faced yet. We're severely outmatched, but despite facing a defense that's 100 times his price, Mr. Clutch will never back down. Haaland is impossible to contain, but my team is fearless. We made it 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6. And then 7. And then 8.
Bro, I just won 8-3. 8?
That is huge. That takes us to 7 wins already. We are 1 win away. I am sleep deprived, I have a headache, my body is literally only running on caffeine right now. Every time I think this team has reached its limit, they prove me wrong. They have all done me so proud, and I've potentially one more game before it's time to say goodbye. This guy is strong, but so am I. I went 1-0 down, and then I went through a goal. I was so focused on winning, I kind of stopped speaking to the camera altogether. Me and my opponent were really well matched, and this game was close. Half-time 1-1. Ooh, this is a tough game. It felt like I was playing FIFA 14 all over again. And in the dying embers of the match, with the game still tied at 1-1, Mr. Clutch did this. Come on, shoot near post.
Martinelli! Yes! Let's go! Oh my goodness! Oh! Yes! Oh! I don't think I've ever concentrated on something as hard as that in my life.
Oh my goodness, mate, there's still 3 minutes left to play. 1 minute. Hold it. My ball. That's game. That's game.
Yes! Oh yes! Oh, that was a grind.
I had gone 8 wins and 4 losses, and I had achieved my goal. I chose to bow out on a high, claimed my rewards with one last thing left to do. My rewards were nothing special, but as I predicted, they turned out being more than enough. So on hour 71, it was time to say goodbye to my team and the FIFA cave. My prediction is that FC25 will have its fair share of highs and fair share of lows. But when people look back on it one day, I think they'll be happy they played it.